Holy See at UN, ecological debt owed to developing countries must be rectified. Archbishop Gabriel Cacha, the permanent observer of the Holy See to the United Nations, addresses the UN's Second Committee debate on Item 18, Sustainable Development, and insists that ecological debt owed to developing countries must be rectified, biodiversity be protected, and there must be greater education for integral ecology. Archbishop Gabriel Cacha, the permanent observer of the Holy See to the United Nations, addressed the UN on 13 October in New York during the Second Committee debate on Item 18, Sustainable Development. In his address, the permanent observer called for education, concrete action, and a transformation of mentalities to protect the environment. Renewed and courageous call to action. The Holy See is a staunch promoter of integral human development, with a vision that encompasses the full development of every person, Archbishop Cacha stated. At this critical juncture, marked by overlapping crises of poverty, climate change and conflict, a commitment to integral human development is more vital than ever. He recalled that 2025 will mark the 10th anniversary of Pope Francis's encyclical Laudato Si', a document he described as prophetic in its highlighting of the interconnectedness of people and the planet. He also referenced Pope Leo XIV, noting how he likewise expressed concern for climate change and environmental degradation, reaffirming how its dramatic effects disproportionately impact the poor and indigenous communities. The Apostolic Nuncio stressed that when human dignity and the integrity of creation are subordinated to short-term interests and gains, when nature is used as a bargaining chip, this distorts the meaning of sustainable development. In response, the permanent observer called for a renewed and courageous call to action, which he said could be achieved through three concrete approaches. Rectifying ecological debt. Firstly, Archbishop Cacha emphasized that the ecological debt owed to developing countries must be rectified. The Holy See, he recalled, has consistently stressed the moral and ethical dimensions of this ecological debt, which he defined as commercial imbalances with effects on the environment, and the disproportionate use of natural resources by certain countries over long periods of time. The nations and sectors that have disproportionately contributed to environmental degradation and climate change, he stated, bear the responsibility to support those most affected by its consequences. He added that rectifying this ecological debt requires developed countries to significantly reduce their consumption of non-renewable energy and to assist poorer nations in supporting sustainable development. This assistance could include adequate financing, debt relief in times of crisis, the sharing of appropriate technologies, and capacity building.